was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of what we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 We've been in two places all at once. Wish that we said we'll come undone. Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. 'Cause we're 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 dancing as one.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up. And we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling. Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling. I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can
Trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
Hello everyone, so I'm gonna just do some comparison and side by side. The first set of the image are the backlights, and then as you can see that different lens render different. On the left side here is the 50mm F1.0, on the right hand side is the APD 56mm F1.2. So the next couple image set are this. The first one is the 50. So you can see that the new lens on the flare handling is different than the flare on the old lens. You can see that it depends on your preference. You will choose which one do you like. Do you want some more it has a layer of the flare, and this one has more sharpness on the, like, clarity, not sharpness, just clarity. So in terms of the focusing, so let me zoom in a little bit, just half body, and then let me zoom in a little bit, just about the same. Let me widen it a little bit, a lot. So in terms of the sharpness on the focus area, both focus on the face, you can see that it is consistent with the previous comparison. For the APD, to me, I didn't notice the APD is sharper at wide open. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might be because it's 1.5 equivalent as the aperture, but the amount of the light is 1.5 equivalent. So because there are two things, there's an extra filter within the lens. So that's why it is even sharper than the previous comparison for the 56 regular. So it's still consistent with my previous comparison that the APD is still sharper at wide open. So, and the bokeh, so let's see the bokeh, the window behind. For the shape of the window, the 50mm F1.0 is even more blurred. You can see that the shape of the window and then the air condition here, it is sharper, and then this one you cannot even see the layout of air condition. So you can see that the bokeh has a little bit smoother in the 51.0. So that's the back flare, just a quick comparison. And this one also, I'm trying to tilt the lens down a 10-degree angle so that the lens hood will cover some flare instead of some sunlight into the lens. It still have a little bit of the faded flare in here, but for the 50, the anti-flare, maybe because of the new technology, is better to anti-flare for the 50. And as well as the same consistency of the focusing area, you can see that it is pretty sharp on the left side, and then the 50, it's not as sharp, but I'm not sure if it's not in focus. It might not be in focus, but you can see that the different rendering on the necklace as well. So sometimes so that's why I chose the AFS for the 50mm, both AFS, so that I will have more control of where to focus, and then not let the AFC jump in, because the AFC still needs some improvement on that. And yeah, to my opinion, I think the AFC still needs some improvement. That's why I am doing the AFS single point, so that I know that it is in focus. So that's another set right here. So this one, Let's before zoom in, let's compare the background. You can see that the right hand side is the APD, the left hand side is the 50. You can see that it's more blur on the pattern in the wall right here, the gate, and then this one has less pattern, so it has more sharper border. You can see the whole thing right here. So for the 50, the background is definitely more blur, and then for the 56 APD is less blur, but that's expected because in terms of the color is very similar. And let's close in for the zoom in area and the bokeh around here. So let's see, just the bokeh on the edge. This one might have missed the focus as well. I'm just checking whether the sleeves are in focus or not, and definitely it is the APD more clear in this one as well. So let's keep it here and then just double check another set just to make sure it's consistent with the previous comparison. So let me zoom in a little bit before that, and then let's check the background, the leaves in the background. I'm trying to make sure it's similar. So the APD, you can see that the leaves are more clear here because the background blur has less. You can see the 50, the background blur has more background blur here. And then if I zoom in the half body like this, and then zoom in the half body, so both are has a slightly different exposure because the LCD screen rendering is different, and then this can be adjusted in the post as well. Okay, again, the APD is more clear in this one. So the 50 is in focus, but is the clearness definitely on the APD side. And this is consistent with what I found out in the previous videos. The APD is even sharper than the regular 56. And I think these two lenses, they cost both are similar, 1499. So it depends what's your preference. Do you need absolutely very sharp in the focus area, or you just need sharp enough in the center area, but you want more blur? Then you choose the 51.0. So that's the decision that you want to make. So that's I will shoot a couple more with the 1.0 just to double check how's the focusing rate on the focusing area, just to make sure that I have enough sample size to compare. So but for now, my conclusion is that if you want a sharper in focus area, you definitely go for the APD because it is the sharpest 56 so far. I will do a quick comparison if I have a chance today. I might do a 56 Voltrox just to double check with the Voltrox. But definitely, because I tested the Voltrox with the regular, it is not as this sharp because this APD is very sharp. I'm not sure if it's the internal filter effect making that sharp or something. But for me, I will do another comparison just to double check to have enough sample size. And for those of you who wants blur, even more blur in the background, and the focusing area just sharp enough for the for not too close up, because the frame you don't need too sharp. If it's sharp enough, it's good for you, and then you want to blur background, because and then just go for the 51.0. So that's just my take on that. I will have more tests coming up, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.